for thousands of families. And Musungu, KTN, Nairobi.
Well, thanks, Ann Musungu. Now, that move by the government to significantly reduce tuition fees for all academic programs in public universities was a welcome move aimed at easing the financial burden on students and families. However, a lack of clear implementation details seems to cause confusion. Not just that, could the reduced funding impact the financial stability and quality of education offered by public universities? Well, joining us virtually briefly to give us his take on the university fee structure confusion is Andiwo Obondo, an education and policy expert. Andiwo, it's great to have you with us on the show. Let's begin on this point. It seems universities are yet to release the revised fee structures despite the reporting date fast approaching. Equally, there's confusion among students who opted out of government scholarships. They are unaware of the true cost of their programs. So what do you make of the policy change and the grey areas still to be clarified?
Yeah, thank you so much. I think first and foremost, I would want to start by thanking the government, or the Minister of Education in particular, for making this bold and very decisive move to be able to reduce university fees that will allow more students to be able to access higher education. Remember, before, we've had cases where students have been able, from poor families, have been able to access university education or even have dropped out. But having said that, I think it is a very important move also to reiterate and underscore the fact that the reduction has been very major. The new funding model has been able to cluster most of the university courses into around 15 categories or 15 bands. And looking at what you indicated, it means that at least the university fees per semester has come down to around between 5,000 to 75,000 between the 15 different categories of courses. That I think this is a very major leap that we want to thank the ministry led by the CS, Migos Ogamba. Having said that, it is important that at least we are able to get the universities to accept and organize their systems and structures to be able to move on. I also want to say that I know that the universities were part of these discussions for the last 1 or so years. The university, the Minister of Education, I mean, was able to organize national consultations and very strategic discussions around this through the National Committee that also involved vice chancellors from a number of universities. So even before the official maybe circular is released, they should be able to begin to look at how they can adopt and accommodate this new program or this new system. But the ministry may also want to move in very fast, be able to support the universities to review their system, to review their structures, and communicate both to the new students and the ongoing students, as well as the parents. Because I think without proper communication, the confusion probably will continue. And some universities might still continue to charge the old fees erroneously. So I think, one, I'm asking the ministry to be able to communicate very clearly to the parents as they have started, communicate with the universities, and beyond communication, support the universities to be able to adopt this program, revise the system to accommodate the new changes, and also make sure that they're able to socialize their leadership structures. The senates needs to be able to understand this. The university councils need to be able to understand this, and different faculties and all management organs within the universities. It is like an emergency because this communication is coming at the right time, though a bit late. Now that the students are beginning to prepare to report to their different faculties or colleges this month, I think we may want to plead with the universities to take up this, even on the basis of the circular that was released by the ministry last week, and begin to make sure that they issue follow-up communications to the letters that they may have issued to invite the students to join the campus, or to continue students to make sure that they are fully prepared and that their parents are well updated and well prepared to be able to pay the new fees, because this is a big relief and a rescue to many students from poor families.
Okay, Andiwo.
I otherwise drop out, but actually would fail to report.
Okay, I just wanted to engage you in 2 minutes or so, because it's clear that learners and parents are elated by the restructuring of public universities' fee. But these public universities have been staring at cash crunch. So let's talk about the impact of this reduced fee structure on the public universities that seem to be struggling to meet their financial obligations. Will this make a bad situation worse for these public universities? What about alternative means of financing?
Yes, thanks so much. I think I would want to believe that the National Committee that consulted, did reviews, and thereafter came up with these proposals were able to look at all the factors obtaining. They were able to talk to university leadership and talk to students and parents and even talk to other stakeholders in the sector. So I believe that the proposals they are making are widely informed and also looking at our context as a country in different areas. That means that means we may want to say that these proposals are well reasoned, these proposals are well considered, but I know that the cash crunch at the universities may not necessarily be as a result of fees being paid, either more or less. One, it could be because of sometimes we delay to release funds to universities, maybe as government. And this is where now Treasury comes in terms of making sure that there are regular tranches as provided. Then the alternative ways of raising resources. Are they able to do any entrepreneurship, or are they able to do any business-oriented programs or research and consulting to be able to raise more grants? What about universities that have industrial capabilities? Are they able to run cottage and small industries to be able to raise more resources? So I think this is somewhere now most of the universities must be encouraged to think beyond the traditional streams like fees to raise their monies. The other big issue that we need to discuss as a country, management in the universities, because sometimes the little that they receive, they never use well.
All right.
Because I know government is already paying staff. Government is already supporting our facilities. So it is possible that they can be able to use the new fees in addition to other income streams to support their operations and activities.
All right, Andiwo Obondo, thanks for your contribution and your analysis on that latest move that seems to be causing confusion. Of course, we hope for more information in terms of how the universities will implement the new fee structure, just to make sure the learners who should be going back to campus by around August 18th thereabout will have clarity in terms of what amounts they will be paying. But we definitely follow up on that story and keep you updated on any developments in regards to the public universities' fee structure. Allow us to take a short break right here on KTN Prime. When we come back, a lot more in terms of information coming your way. Stay with us.